Now, if you have driven on a country road in the UK during the summertime, chances are you would have been held up by one of these machines. It is, of course, the combine harvester and is a common sight in the summertime. Now, from a technological standpoint, this piece of machinery is an immense piece of kit. It can do so much. But what happened before that? Well, one of the elements of a combine harvester is the ability to thresh, which is separating the seed from the stalks and the husks of wheat. Now, before this was a piece of technology, a thresher or a threshing machine, it was done by hand. It was done by 1/4 of the agricultural labour here in the UK. Now, in the 1800s, a Scottish engineer came up with the threshing machine. Now, this was a great advancement in agricultural technology and could do so much. But what about the workers? Now, during a time of absolute societal hardship, we had a war, we had poverty, jobs were already in the decline. And suddenly this piece of technology came along which took away the jobs of 1/4 of the agricultural workforce. And it really was the straw that broke the camel's back. What we saw were the Swing Riots in 1830, where people would get together in groups and burn the machines. They would show their frustration at this technology and everything else going on in society. So why am I stood in my garden on this glorious summer's day talking to you about combine harvesters? Well, hopefully the point I'm trying to make isn't too subtle. We are seeing the same form of transformation in the technology and AI space, but the key difference is, rather than being located to one industry and that bleeding out into society, this is impacting everyone. No matter your industry or sector, AI is going to be impacting you now and in the next few years for certain. So what does this mean for society? It's also happening at a very interesting crosspoint. In the 1800s, you had war, you had poverty, and you had social breakdown and insecurity. And here in 2025, it's fair to say that a lot of those issues are standing in place. We have a cost of living crisis, we have people accessing food banks more than ever before, job insecurity is at an all-time high, and it can't be helped to see the parallels between the 1830s and where we are in 2025. What does this mean for the future? Well, I don't own a crystal ball, so I can't say for certain. All I know is if we take a look through a historical lens, we've seen these transformations before, we've seen their impacts, and I think we all have a moral obligation to think really critically about AI and how we are investing into these organisations and into these technologies and the ripple effect it's going to be creating in society.